what's up everybody? So we are gonna do a gear video because we have downtime in the rain again. Here we go. Alright, so here we have my pack all packed up just like I would normally have it on the trail. Everything's in there. This is exactly how I would pack it. So I'm basically just gonna go through, I'm gonna unpack it, and I'm gonna show you everything that I have in there. Starting on the outside, you see I've got camp shoes, the classic Crocs. I use the carabiners to attach them, and then some straps to try to keep them from wobbling around while we hike. But first thing we always want to do when we get to camp, take our shoes off, put our Crocs on. So other things I've got on the outside here, just easy to get to, would be my rain jacket. So this is I think it's Enlightened Equipment rain jacket. It does pretty good. Although honestly, some of the rain that we've been in, you're gonna get wet anyways, and hot. So I don't always wear it when it rains, but it's there in case we need it. If it starts getting cool or something, I'll put it on. I've got a sit pad. So anytime we get to take a break or something, we'll put this down, just something a little more comfortable or dry to sit on. I've got my pack cover, also when it rains, so again, easy to get to. It's an Osprey pack cover. It's made from my Osprey backpack. Fits it pretty good, keeps it dry. Just an extra layer of protection that keeps everything dry on the inside. And then I've got a bear bag string. So it's just a rope, and it's what we use to hang our food bag at nighttime. And the little sack here can be used to put a rock in it, tie it up, throw it over a tree, hang your food bag. And then also, the last thing I've got in this outside pouch here, easily to get to, is all of my water. I've got the water filter. I've got the CNOC water bag. It's a 2-liter bag, so you can store up to 2 liters, plus a liter in the Smart Water bottle. I've got a spare Smart Water bottle cap, and a couple other attachments so that you can actually put the you can hang the water bag and the filter and let it kind of filter for you while you're doing other things at camp. On the side pockets, keep my water bottle on this one, easy to get to. And then on the other side here, I've got another little pouch. So this is the Osprey, what's it called? The Exos 58. So I bought this one a few years ago, and there's a newer version out now. But the version that I have doesn't have any hip pockets. So I had bought these at one point, but they didn't work. So I just kind of use it as an extra little pouch to store some stuff on the side in that pocket, like sunglasses, bug net, and hand sanitizer is what I've got in there. And I've got bug spray, and that is all I've got in the outside pockets. So because I don't have the hip belt pockets, I do have this Enlightened Equipment, or Light AF hip belt fanny pack, and so I'll put extra things in there. I've got a battery pack so I can charge during the day if I needed to, and the cords that go with it. One charges my watch and one charges my phone. I've got the sun sleeves in case we have some areas where we're out in the sun for a long time. I usually carry like a little snack in there. This is some energy chews. I've got the headlamp, and then some. I've got my wallet is in there, and then again hand sanitizer, Blistex, things like that. All right. Oh, a couple more things on the outside. I've got a towel that's strapped to this strap here, and that's kind of for my face while I'm hiking. And I do have a little pocket knife strapped to this one, so nothing big, nothing fancy. All right, so for the inside, this very top part, they call this the brain. In the brain is where I keep today's food. So we showed you on one of the past days that how we break up all our food for the day. So this is what a full resupply day's food would look like. Kind of hard to get out. And this is why your food gets all smashed up in there too. But so there's a full day. So anytime you take a break, eat lunch or anything like that, you reach in there, you can grab this out. I can eat anything in here all day. Try to eat everything in here all day too, because you don't want to carry extras. And you got to eat those calories. I also keep my fork up there. I've just got the little Tokes spork. And that's all that's up on top. So going into the pack, first couple items I've got are a Snow Peak cup. This is just for drinking if we make tea or something in the morning. And then I got the Tokes 750 pot. This is what I cook with. Basically all we cook when we cook is boiling water. So we can boil a couple cups of water in here. On the inside is where I keep the little stove. It's just a little cheap stove I got on Amazon. I keep a lighter in there, a handkerchief that helps with cleaning, and then the gas can goes in there as well. So everything you need to cook stays right there. And then the very top is the rest of the food. So every day, this is where I've got individual days packaged up, and then we can pull a day out, put it up top, and there's usually not a lot that I need out of here during the day. Right under that, I keep the parts and pieces to my tent. So I've got the tent tucked in there. Since it's dry, I've got the tent and the rain fly for the tent all rolled into here. This is a Big Agnes 2-person, I think it's a Fly Creek UL2. It's called a 2-person, but trust me, you better really like that person. And then I've got the footprint that goes with it, and I've got the stakes and an extra bag. So when it does rain, I do put the rain fly in its own bag and keep it separate, just to try to keep the tent drier. And there's the stakes for them. I used to carry this on the outside. I had it strapped to the bottom, but you can see the duct tape on there. It would get scratched up just passing a tree or something. So I actually just decided to start keeping it inside. And then so inside the bag, I've got another trash bag. It's actually a compactor bag, and that acts as a liner, so it's another level of protection. So everything that I want to make sure I keep 100% dry goes in this bag, and then you just kind of roll it over and keep it dry. So I've got a towel. It's used for multiple things. If it rains, you just need to wipe yourself off, or you need to wipe the tent down a little bit maybe. Brushing your teeth, anything like that. So that's what the towel is for. I've got a bathroom bag, so you've got toilet paper, hand sanitizer, and a little trowel if you need that. I've got a kind of a miscellaneous bag. So some things I keep in here would be like a first aid kit, toothpaste and toothbrush. When you get to town and you need to charge your battery packs or the spare battery pack, I've got all that in there. I've got a beard comb, although it doesn't seem to be doing much because the beard's kind of wild. Toothpaste and toothbrush, and that's really all that's in there. Next up would be my clothes bag. So this would be like my spare clothes or my warmer clothes. So usually when I hike, I will wear the same thing for a couple days, and then I've got a clean shirt and clean shorts and stuff that I can change into at nighttime and sleep into. So I've got a warm hat, I've got a fleece layer, Appalachian Mountain Gear alpaca fleece, and I've got a thermal layer, extra underwear, t-shirt. So I always have a clean t-shirt and a hiking t-shirt, clean shorts and hiking shorts. I've got extra socks and a thermal layer in case it gets cold, which I really haven't needed. I've worn the fleece a few times, but it's been pretty warm, so I haven't really needed a lot of the extra layers. Next in there is my sleeping pad. So this is just an REI flash pad. I got it at one of the REI garage sales they used to have. It's not the lightest in the world. It's a little over a pound, but it does a good job. It's comfortable enough. I've got a pillow. So again, you just blow this up and you've got a pillow in there. And I do have an extra neck gaiter that I use kind of as a pillowcase. So I can, when I get to town, I can take this off and wash it, and it just kind of keeps the pillow nice and clean. I've also got a sleeping bag liner. So a couple reasons I carry this. Obviously it's not cold right now, but what this usually does is if you sleep in the liner with the sleeping bag, you can add a few degrees of warmth to your sleeping bag. I brought it during the summer because I figured sometimes it might be just too hot during the summer to use the sleeping bag all night. So I'll use this to just as a little cover, basically like a sheet. I can use it as a sheet on the pad, and then it's easy to wash. Or when it does get cold, I can use it to add some warmth to my sleeping bag. And then last thing I've got in there is the quilt that I use. So this is a Z-Pax quilt. It is a down quilt with the sewn in foot box. It's only a 30 degree. Again, much of what we're doing here in the summertime, I'm hoping we can be done before it gets too much below 30. But really good, really lightweight. It's very warm, very comfortable. I do really like that. I figured if it does start getting much colder, I can kind of make it up with some additional clothes when we get to that point in the trip. But that's it. So that is everything I'm carrying. Nothing else in there. If you've got any questions or anything, just let us know. But now we are gonna show you everything that Stranger is carrying in his.
What's up, everybody? So that was Cool Tree. I'm Stranger, and I'm gonna start with the outside like he did, and then just kind of work my way in. So I'll start with this. So I have a I have a hammock, not a tent, and it's an Eno hammock, and I have to use a bug net, and so yeah, this is just a Guardian bug net made by Eno. Nothing fancy. And then I've got a little a Snow Peak titanium cup. I usually use it for tea, anything like that. Let's see. So I got my water filter stuff here. I have the just the Sawyer water filter, Sawyer, and then I have this what it is. This Sea-Knock Outdoors water bag, and then I've got a spare Sawyer just in case, because we've had some trouble with these. These have gotten some holes. This one even has another hole, but it's way up top and it's small, so I'm gonna keep it for now. But and then you got I got a syringe to back flush the Sawyers, an extra cap for my water bottle, and and stuff like that. So also in this same pouch I have a pat cover. I had to pick this one up at the first hostel we stayed at because the REI pat cover I had didn't work very well. Let's see, Granite Gear is what it is. It's just a basic pat cover. And then for also when it's raining, I have a frog tog. This is all rolled up. I have a frog tog. I had the legs to it, but they were just kind of inconvenient, and I ended up throwing those away. But I kept the jacket. It's cheap. I mean, you get what you pay for. If you stay out in the rain too long with the frog tog, it ends up just absorbing the water and not repelling it. So it doesn't work for when you're out in the rain for hours. But it's pretty good for me right now. So, and then at the bottom of my pack, I have a sleeping pad for my hammock. This is really good actually for blocking out wind from coming up underneath. That can be really chilly, and it's a lot more comfortable. And sometimes I'll use it to sit around like camp and stuff like that. So this is a very good. Only thing about it is it's big and clunky, and I scrape against trees and rocks all the time, but it's pretty good. I've also got Crocs for around camp, and I've got just some pretty basic REI trekking poles. If you watch the videos and stuff, you'll notice that I don't use them a lot, but they're just doing just fine. Not much. They're pretty solid. They work. On the side, I have a sit pad that I normally use for camp. Also, since I'm in a hammock, I stand on it so I don't have to step on the dirt with bare feet, and I can get in a hammock, get changed, anything like that on it. It's dirty. And then also in this, I have just some bug spray, some DEET. I would not recommend the DEET. It's just so corrosive. It works. It's just corrosive. We thought that it ate through our water bags, which it probably did. Anyways, I've got also a Gerber knife for the side. It's a big knife, but it's come in handy sometimes. On the other side pouch. So if you've seen the other videos, yeah, I got a breadstick again. It's really good snack. You know, you're just hiking up a hill and then you just take a piece of a breadstick off. Fantastic. And then I've also got in that same pouch just my water bottle. I don't put a lot in that pouch, just my water bottle, and then maybe something else if I need some extra room. But and then so on the front, so I do have hip pouches, but I don't put a lot in there because I have like problems with it around the hip. It kind of leaves marks and stuff, and then putting stuff in those pouches, it's just not comfortable. So I don't use these pouches as much. There's really nothing in there. I'll use it for like short-term storage if I have to, but I use this for like as a replacement for that. This is a phone pocket, and then I've got my like face towel, or just anything, towel for general use pretty much. I can get dirty. Oh, also in case you're wondering, this little pocket, I've got some hand sanitizer, and I usually have like my wallet and stuff like that in there. So now in the brain, I do the same thing that Cool Tree does. So this is like, well, first I have like my daily stuff. I'll have miscellaneous snacks. I have an extra Pop-Tart, but I have like energy chews in here. I've got some sugar for tea. I've got tea. And then I'll usually have like some gummy worms or like just snacks that don't belong to a specific day in here. Oh, and then drink flavoring like Propels and stuff like that. I really like that, so it's in here too. It's just easy access. And then I have what I need for the day, which is just a really big. It's just breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. Just all in there, so it's really easy to get to and access. And as well as in the brain, I have just a simple spork, and then I have a little a lip for the cup when making tea. There you go. Yeah, so in case you're curious, it's just a little lip thing that goes on your cup like that, and you just like don't burn your lips. It's pretty helpful. I actually use it every time I drink tea or anything like that. So, yeah. Alright, going inside of the pack. So this top section, the like bottom of my brain pretty much, it's not used for much. It's mainly like souvenirs. I've also have some sunglasses in here, a bug net, and then a little like cork massage ball. Yeah, that's all I put in those. And then right on top, so going into my pack, I've got my food bag. This is the biggest and heaviest thing probably. Yeah, food bag. I have each day in there. It all looks like this. There's nothing else in here. There's a spare gas canister for my stove, but nothing else is in there except for those bags. So for my hammock, I need some straps. They're just brand. So straps for the hammock, stakes, or maybe I should pull out Rainfly first. So I've got a Wise Owl Outfitters Rainfly. It works really well. I haven't had any problems with it. It's kind of heavy. You can get like lighter ones, can't you?
Oh,
yeah, you can get way lighter ones than this, but I feel like it's heavy duty, and we had a stick fall in it one time, and it's fine. So it's been through some crazy windstorms. And then these are just the stakes to hold that Rainfly down. Also on top, I have just a cooking stove. Mine looks the same as Cool Tree. I have a little bag for mine. It just holds everything together easier. So I just have a lighter, and then I have this little stove. Can't remember where we got it. And then inside I have the gas can and little sponges to clean up afterwards. So yeah, that's everything inside. Headlamp. I have not been a fan of this one, but this is a cheap one. It's just a rechargeable headlamp. And then, okay, so also in here I have a gear sling, the Joey, and it just goes underneath my hammock, and I can put all of the stuff that I can't put in my hammock, which I don't put a lot in there. It's just not comfortable. I'll put it all in here, like my backpack, just everything. It keeps it off the ground, so like slugs can't get on it. Slugs have been a problem, stuff like that. So now everything, or I'll pull this out real quick. This is pretty cool. This is just a like a foil pack to when you cook your food. You can put your cup inside, and it traps all the heat and it cooks it faster. It works really well. Who credit? It's another hiker. She's on YouTube. This was her idea, and they're a great idea. And then so that was just all on top. Now this is my compact. Everything in my compactor bag. So miscellaneous stuff like toothbrush, toothpaste, toiletries. You've got I have some gum, which I have used a couple of times. It's pretty nice and refreshing. And then I've got like a deck of cards in here, some repair stuff for my gear, and I've got like a little first aid thing in here. There's not much in there. just miscellaneous. Right on top next to it, I have just electronics bag, AirPods, 2 battery packs, and then everything, chargers for each of those things. And I'm always scared about everything getting wet, so I have like layers of just items that will protect my hammock and my quilt from getting wet mainly. So this is like one of the items I use as a buffer. It's just my jacket, just in case it gets wet. It's never gotten wet in there, but yeah, this is my jacket. I usually keep it in my hammock to sleep with. If it gets too cold, I'll just put it on real quick. It's just and it's just it's a North Face jacket. It's pretty nice. I have a general purpose bandana, just used for anything I need it for. I've used it for padding. I've used it to wipe myself clean anything like that. I've got sun sleeves, just when you're out on exposed ridge lines and stuff like that, you don't want to get sunburnt and stay cool, so they're pretty helpful. I've got a warm hat that I sleep with my jacket. This has been, I like it. It's nice. Just a random company warm hat. So I've got my pillow. So also like Cool Tree, I have this little pillowcase. My pillow is compacted into this. It's just a blow up pillow. The pillowcase is nice. Just when it gets dirty, you can just wash the pillowcase, and you don't have to worry about washing the pillow. I sleep with this as well. It's just a gaiter. Also, if it gets too cold, I just have it around my neck. I've hiked with it as well, so I do like this gaiter. It's pretty helpful. And then here's my hammock. It's a double nest hammock, not much to it. It's very comfy. I really like hammocks. You can get tents that are way lighter than this, but I just think it's super comfortable. So, and then as another buffer, keep it. I have another towel. I usually lay it out, so if water does get down that far, it's still dry. And then this towel is just used. I mainly use it to wipe down my hammock and my sleeping pad that I have on the outside of my backpack, and just stuff like that to keep it dry. I've got this is my clothes bag. This will go in my hammock with me, just kind of at my feet. Sometimes I'll put it underneath my feet and it'll prop it up, which is pretty nice. I've got 3 pairs of shorts, 3 shirts, and then I've got like sleeping wear. Every night I'll change into these smart wool long johns, and then I'll also change into this smart wool. It's like a merino shirt, just to sleep in. I don't hike them in or anything like that, just so it doesn't ever get dirty. It's just nice clean clothes for the night. And then I have a 2 spare shirts. I'm wearing my town shirt. I wear one for hiking, and then I have a spare one. And then I've got 2 shorts. I got some new ones yesterday. These are just like Nike lightweight shorts. They're quick dry. There's not much to them, which is why I like them. The ones I'm wearing, I hike with these 2. A little bit fancier. They've got pockets. They're more heavy duty. They don't dry as fast, so when it's raining, I don't like to wear them. But and I've got like 3 pairs of socks. So. And then last but not least, I've got my quilt. It's a lightweight quilt. So this is Enlightened equipment, good for like 30-degree quilt. It's, oh yeah, there we go. It's pretty comfy. It's pretty nice. Yeah, just sleep with it every night. Sometimes it does get too hot. I've been too hot in it, and I just kind of shove it off to the side. But it's very comfy quilt. Yeah, and that is everything in my pack. So if you do have any questions, ask away in the comments. We'll be watching those, and we'll answer them to the best of our ability. If they're questions about our gear, if you want to know specifics like brands and stuff like that, just ask us, and we'll answer when we can. You know, we don't always have service, but when we do, we'll make sure to get back to you.